Hello and welcome to the Card Subject to Change podcast for the week of April 25th, 2020. I'm Austin.
I'm James.
I'm Ed.
Woo, we didn't screw it up this time.
We didn't fuck up. We didn't fuck up.
Yep.
That was less shit. That was less shit. Alright.
So welcome to this week's episode called Beefcake-Mania XX100 or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You'll get the name once you see the card.
And if you expect my reading of these names to get any better, it isn't, because they're just going to get more and more needlessly complicated.
I don't know how long you give it before we just title an episode. We ran out of name ideas.
I say episode 11.
Like that joke is coming.
Yep.
You just don't know when.
I give it till episode 11.
So it's been quite a week for wrestling. Something is going on right now that we are not going to talk about because
Not until we have more information.
sensitive, but
Doesn't look good, but yeah, let's hold off.
yeah. But there's some more stuff. A quick update on the podcast. Our channel has 4 subscribers, which is a bit disappointing. But
Nah, I wasn't expecting 4. Thank you all.
More than one. More than one.
I was under the impression that 3 of those were us. So
Shh, we don't talk.
We got one. We got one.
we got one. More importantly, our first episode has 12 views, and this one has, or last week's episode has 17.
Which means it technically has 9 and 14. Yay! Thank you all.
I'm going to give most of the credit for that to the thumbnail. That is just glorious. It's Matt Hardy on a Titanic poster.
On a dilapidated boat?
Yes.
That's pretty great.
Anyways, I think it's about time we stop. James, you had something to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, at least 2 of those views were from bots, if you see those comments. Those were not the comments of real people.
I've seen those comments on just about every video I watch, so
I am not mad. I will
I'm
take
just saying, like, let's be fair.
anyways.
Well, James is not a fan of the bots commenting, and apparently No Way Jose was not a fan of his name in WWE.
I didn't get to say my part, the pre-show. This is the pre-show, by the way.
Sorry, I jumped the gun in an effort to segue.
We fucked up. We fucked up.
Anyway, Ed, you want to reiterate?
Yeah, No Way Jose, whose name he's going by now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce because I don't want to butcher it. He was not a fan of his name inside WWE. Did not like the No Way Jose name. Yeah. I believe he said that on either a podcast or through a wrestling media journalist. But yeah, he was not a fan of it.
I believe he also was saying that he believed the Congo line to have held him back.
Well, like every other comedy wrestler in WWE, it kind of saddled him into that position where that's all he was and couldn't break through.
Yeah, from what I read and what I'm reading now, because I brought the article back up, it's when it was originally brought up to him, he said he didn't like it, and when asked why, he said he believed it would pigeonhole him, that there's a ceiling, which is completely accurate.
Yeah,
which is exactly what it did.
It also said he also said that he enjoyed parts of his gimmick, but he wished he would have had some serious storylines, which is certainly warranted. I liked him too, and like I did like the gimmick. I thought it was an interesting gimmick. It worked really well in Full Sail. I don't know how I felt about the Conga line thing, like, but he was just barely on TV. He never got any storylines or anything. I can feel for that.
Yeah, no, I think there was definitely plenty of potential there. And I do enjoy the story of, as he was trying to say no to it, he wound up not long ago running into Triple H, and he's like, "No way, what's going on?" And I'm in my head, I'm like, shit, is that a thing? To which he says, and he goes, got it approved today. What do you think?
There is
To which he
there is
responded by, I love it. Let's go.
there
Oof.
is one thing that I can say I loved about his gimmick, and that is his theme. I love No Way Jose's theme. It was my favorite theme.
Yeah. Well, I'll say
Very
this. Say what
catchy.
you want about Corey Graves' commentary. I love during Jose's first match, he straight up calls out, who is this Jose and why is he always being denied?
Oh, Corey.
So good.
Unfortunately, that joke could only live once, and after that, it was all downhill.
Mhm. Yeah, his theme is right up there with Colt Cabana's theme for me.
Very catchy theme, both of them.
James, you want to take this next one?
Sure. So, due to the current situation, let's say, wait a second, we're not making money off this. I don't have to worry about getting any monetized. Due to the virus, in Mexico, there are a few particular wrestlers that separately have started making Lucha Libre themed face masks for the whole thing, which I think is rather interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's certainly important. I mean, you think about it, like Mexico City is one of the most population dense cities in the world. Actually, I think it's the biggest city in the world if I'm remembering right. So, and in general, it seems like from what this episode is saying, there's a lot of risk in Mexico with the spread of the virus. So certainly warranted, and it's a really cool story, nice, happy story in these troubling times.
Yeah, it's very nice to see that these wrestlers are using their skills at making their own attire to actually help the people who are trying to cure the people who got the virus.
Yeah, so it seems here it's being done by Mexican wrestler. Apologies in advance for this pronunciation. El Hijo de Soberano? Soberano? Soberano looks about right. Apologies, because I probably just butchered it like 4 times in a row. They were probably all wrong.
That's why I didn't bother saying No Jose's actual name. Well, yeah, very noble, worthy cause that these gentlemen and ladies are doing.
Yeah, and I think I mean when you think of like countries where wrestling is part of the culture, you can't get better than Mexico. I mean, it's a huge part of their culture. Like people like El Santo and Blue Demon, like
The
were
Guerrero family.
legendary celebrities, like some of the biggest, maybe the biggest Mexican celebrities ever. So
Yeah, I mean, if you were to come up with a stereotype of any other country, in no other country is there really a good chance for you to just come up with a wrestler. Well, in Mexico, there's a genuine chance someone would think of a luchador. Like,
It is a
bad example, but you know what I
very
mean.
big business. Yeah. Huge, huge, huge part of their culture. Very lovely
It's
stuff.
a known and grand thing there. Very interesting.
yeah, good on them. And lastly,
You get
in
the shitty news.
yeah, in slightly troubling news, AEW is returning to live episodes of Dynamite, which I have a pretty strong opinion on because it doesn't make sense to me. Like I'll say this much. They're doing a live episode and recording, and then a live episode and recording, which I mean is better than just all live episodes, which WWE was doing for a bit before there was so much backlash against it. Um, but yeah, like the only possible reason I could see for why they would do this is their TV contract, maybe. But even then, like they're still gonna do Dynamite live. It just is not a very good thing and doesn't feel right at all.
Yeah, I'd love AEW, but it's kind of ridiculous. It shouldn't be a thing, but
Stand
if
up.
it is
Fuck
every other
'em.
week, that's better than every other week. Honestly, all of them should shut down entirely, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, and another angle to look at it is that this shouldn't be able to happen in the first place. I don't know why the governor of Florida allowed for them to like keep
Well, it
doing
might have
it.
something to do with that massive donation, but
Yeah, might be money under the table, might be money out in the open that no one's
maybe.
anything.
For the sake of not getting sued, we probably won't anyway because we don't have the audience, but maybe. For the sake of not getting sued, maybe not. But
Let's try not to alienate our 4 subscribers. 1 subscriber.
I'm sure our one subscriber is the governor of Florida. I'm sure he's real pissed that we're just taking the shit out of him right now.
no, he wouldn't be listening. But you know who is? Vince McMahon. Fuck you.
Now we're really good on time.
Glad you got your ass kicked by God. Oh wait, no, you won that match.
You won that.
Yeah, officially at this point, Vince McMahon has literally booked himself to defeat God. That is a thing that has happened.
God has left the building.
God didn't even enter the building.
Well, that's it for the pre-show. Kind of ended on a bit of a sad note, but yeah, it's not great.
Shall we mention what the main event is before we carry on?
Yeah, sure. The main event for this week is the World Champion Edge versus the Undertaker at Wrestlemania 24. Should be a very good match.
Very, very good match.
But before that, we have James's match. This is the opener.
All right, so our opener this week is going to be Halal Beefcake versus Fight or Flight.
James.
What?
Do the
What?
thing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
I was going to do it after, but I guess we're supposed to do it before. Anyway.
Oh. Just thinking
Well,
of-
honestly, I didn't know. I'm pretty sure that's the format, and I got it wrong. That's fine. But
I'm thinking of what Justin Roberts would do, okay?
yeah, that's fine. You want to do the chant, Ed?
We fucked up. We
There.
fucked up. We fucked
We
up.
fucked up.
So the match will be Halal Beefcake versus Fight or Flight versus the Well-Oiled Machines. This is a match from Smash Wrestling 100, which was, unsurprisingly, Smash Wrestling's 100th show. And it was a big event they made a big deal out of. They actually uploaded the whole show for free on their YouTube channel, so you can find all the matches from it. And one thing about it is it was a mystery show. So the live crowd actually had no idea who was in this match. So right now we actually have more information than they did going into this.
Dude, I love mystery shows. Mystery shows are so fun.
Yeah. And these are all 3 teams that the Smash Wrestling audience knew.
Alrighty.
They are 3 teams that I do not know.
And I would say more, but I kind of want to get y'all's reaction to these guys.
Right.
I only know Halal Beefcake because James likes to book them as jobbers in TEW. Whereas
They might get a
unfortunately,
push eventually, but
saddled with being a jobber currently. 1 to 2.
all right. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
I am.
All right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes way.
1 fall.
1 fall. Oh yeah, they had a sponsor.
Hey,
funny.
get you that sponsor money. He did.
I can appreciate the Stranger Things thing on the top.
Thoughts
Oh,
of the weird neon
protein
insanity?
powder?
Sorry?
Is that protein powder?
Yes, it is.
That's great.
The gentleman on the left looks like Red Foo from Life of Mo.
Sorry, I don't get the reference.
I believe that's his name. He's the guy who, what the hell was that song in 2009?
What are they saying?
I don't know. I think I like to point out he's wearing a blanket as a cape. Or maybe it's a towel.
The guy Idris looks like is the guy who sung Party Rock Anthem.
Okay, now I know the reference.
That was my first thought upon seeing these guys.
At this point, no. They have not won.
I can see a lot of Joe. Just saying. Okay.
It's like Tamatanga.
Hello.
It's halal. It's halal bad cake.
Be up that babe.
Yep.
I thought it was going to be James.
Well, you don't know.
Aw.
I was here. I am in that crowd.
I think we would have heard the story of the time Halal Beefcake kicked your ass.
Yes, you would have.
My only image of James is the Dark Order spokesperson guy.
Yes, that is 100% James.
Also, wonderful theme song choice.
That is not what I expected.
Hey, it's the Young Bucks. I'm sorry, but
What?
they have the Young Bucks hairstyles and everything. Like I'm not alone here, right?
I get what you're saying. But also, they entered a danger high voltage, so I forgive it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really nice.
I just know that song from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, honestly.
The 13.
Who's the 13?
Main reason I told y'all it was a mystery show. Otherwise, that would have been a weird fucking chant.
Yeah.
Halal bad cake. It's running wild, brother.
is Alpha Protocol.
Okay, then. This is weird.
Shut up, Brett.
When did they take their shirt off?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, a guy poked his head out at the hallway.
Yep.
It's the same guys.
They can only get so many people. Okay.
That's great.
He's like, you just killed a dude.
No.
When did he change out the short trunks?
I love the cuts.
Also, did one dude get a haircut? Or was he always there?
High
I
five.
think he was always bald.
Maybe he had a hat on.
He had a hat on.
Maybe. Yeah.
That was it.
That would be funny though. I just love how they're beating up the same people over and over again.
There's the fat guy.
Literally murdered the same guy twice.
Did he change shorts?
Wouldn't shock me.
Wait, what?
No, they got teams that are best of. The guys on the back.
You can tell these guys
They were
are
just-
not
they were just
wrestlers,
beating
the
on
one they're
those
beating
guys.
up. Because they're going extra soft on them.
Some of them are. The fat guy is.
Wait, didn't they come in this way?
Yeah. Why do you beat up that guy?
A hero.
Apparently they well-oiled machines. Currently my catchphrase for them is we don't need a reason.
Braxton Sutter is
Yeah, the Blade.
Blade.
He looks a bit different.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my gosh. Dark Order!
There's the fat guy again.
Yeah. That is indie wrestler Puff.
Of course his name is Puff.
Though Puff didn't start getting actually booked in Smash for a bit after this. I'm pretty sure that's Puff.
Break his neck! This is the greatest. Hey, it's the best friends. Is this their normal theme?
The well-oiled machines, yes. Well, they
Okay,
were at the
cool.
time anyway. Braxton Sutter and Psycho Mike. Oil up.
This is absolutely insane. Where's the dive?
They do the dive, and... Well, they didn't just dive on everybody. Because they got away.
Wait, what?
That was even
Oh,
funnier
okay,
live, because
okay.
you watch them just strut past the ring. As that happens.
Teleportation.
Also, you see what's in his hand?
I
Baby
can't.
oil?
Wait.
Yeah, this is why they're the well-oiled machines.
Ah,
Hey, it's Michael Nakazawa. I've made references to like four. I've made references to like four AEW teams now, or AEW
Yes.
guys now.
This was pre-AW.
I know
cool.
that.
Okay, that was nice.
No flips, just fists.
Another revival reference. And this time it wasn't even me making it.
I think you mean the Revolt.
Is that what they're calling themselves now?
Yes. So we've got indie flippy guys, protein powder guys, and oil guys.
Yes.
Fun.
This is batshit insanity, and I am thoroughly entertained.
I like how the commentators are just totally corpsing right now. not corpsing, but they can't understand anything going on.
Fight for oil.
Also, I enjoy it. That's America's gimmick.
Oh wow,
That's America.
not wrong.
Right.
He got way high up there.
That was a
Jesus,
hell
that
of
was
an
good vertical.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry about that.
I like Fight or Flight. They got a certain feel about them.
Oh yeah, I love all 6 of these guys.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It makes me think, why didn't they turn heel sooner? If they're bringing Potter with them everywhere, why don't they turn heel sooner?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh boy. All right, he's Psycho. He's Psycho what now?
Psycho Mike.
Psycho Mike. That's what I was gonna say.
Do not eat it. Do not eat it. Do not eat it.
Put it in your own eyes. I called it.
No, 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 not the route. Not the route.
Come on. He's Psycho Mike.
Whoa.
So okay, it was funny on its own, but it's even funnier because earlier this year, long story short, both Braxton Sutter and Idris Abraham weren't available, but they were also running a tag tournament.
So
Coleman and Mike, or it might have, yeah, I think it was Coleman and Mike, teamed up as the well-oiled beefcakes.
Nice. That is glorious.
And they wound up losing because they both wound up blinded with protein powder and wound up beating up each other instead of their...
That doesn't look like Bobby Roode.
And if you squint hard enough.
Go, Mike.
Psycho Mike. Psycho Mike. Psycho.
Now they're
Mike.
just doing exercise. He even checked his
Did
pulse.
he just take his pulse? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that match ended when they both cross-body blocked each other. What I mentioned before.
Okay, so a lot of callbacks to this match.
1, 2.
I forgot that was the references were in here.
Ooh.
Psycho Mike. What did he say?
Okay.
I couldn't hear it either.
It sounded like he said something funny. I don't know. The oil change.
Yeah.
Ow.
Psycho Mike is a big guy too.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't work.
The heel turn did not work.
Dang it. Halal bad cake.
If it makes you feel better, they did have a proper heel turn a bit later.
The breakout star of this match for me was definitely Psycho Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely got a lot more time to shine than the rest.
I mean,
Yep.
to be honest, there wasn't all that much match.
No,
Yeah.
but that was still very entertaining.
Mostly that fucking intro.
I feel a bit bad for Fight or Flight because they were just there.
Yeah. Oh, they did some cool stuff. Also, this song is a jam.
Good commentary. What the hell was that?
That was the best match ever.
Fight or flight. Fight or flight. They did some cool flippy stuff in there.
They did do some cool flippy stuff. You gotta love the confetti. He's like a little kid.
No, didn't.
We forgive you.
We forgive you.
No, we don't.
Yeah, that's the only way to describe any of this pro wrestling.
So how did you guys feel about that?
That was incredible. I loved it.
I am thoroughly entertained.
Anything that would piss off Jim Cornette is good in my book.
Hey, y'all enjoy your first experience of Psycho Mike?
Oh, Psycho Mike was great.
I am a Psycho Mike mark now.
Amen.
I will definitely have more Psycho Mike matches. I promise you that.
Yeah. I want some more Halal Beefcake too.
As you said that, it sounded like you were eating, so halal beefcake.
Yeah, sorry. Having some popcorn.
All good. That match was popcorn worthy.
Yeah, that's why I got popcorn on hand, so I can eat while I watch.
Yeah.
Very good pick, though. Glad that was on here.
Yeah. Going into that, were you expecting a whole thing where two ridiculous human beings just move around what was literally a community center?
No, I was
Beating
not.
up random dudes in masks. Sorry, the same 5 random dudes in masks.
It was more like
And
pantyhose, but
halal
yes.
beefcake. And halal beefcake.
Yeah.
No, I did not expect any of that.
They had like 8 guys.
And they still lost.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really good.
Quite enjoyable. Very
It was
enjoyable.
some final deletion level shit right there.
Yeah, that was some glorious chaos.
Yes, Alpha Protocol.
What does that mean?
They literally said, we need Alpha Protocol, and that's when Need a Heroes to get kicked in.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's when wrestling's good, when you don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yep.
Yeah. I know you guys had heard the term well-oiled machines. I was looking forward to you guys seeing that insanity.
I did not expect them to actually be oiling up pre-match on camera.
Yep, oil up.
Well, yeah.
I should have. It was in the name, but I need it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this because I don't know if I'll ever actually find the match, but if I do, it'll be a pick at some point. Not long before this, they had a whole thing where they actually started feuding with each other, because they were actually originally a heel team where Braxton was trying to make Mike a bit more normal, and then they had a split. They had a little mini feud that came to a head, and then afterwards, they in what was a What's in the Box match, which was ridiculous in and of itself. But it came to the end. Yeah, Mike effectively, and the sad thing, got them, and they reunited immediately after the match. And Braxton had a gift for him, or one of them had a gift for the other, and it was a bottle of oil.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Well, that ties that up with a bow. That was a very fun match. I highly enjoyed it. It's maybe my favorite match we've watched so far.
It was the least match of it all, but it was pretty damn good.
Yeah. Also, that's a hell of a finish too. The oil change, that Boston Crab leg drop combo.
Yeah, that looked like that hurt like hell.
Yep. And Psycho Mike's a big guy, so it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an ouchie.
Anyways, we're on to the mid card.
Which is not scheduled for one fall, as this is a Money in the Bank ladder match where the only way to win is by retrieving the briefcase hanging above the ring.
Not one fall.
But yes,
It wasn't lined up, but we made the same joke. I like it. I'm happy.
I want to see that happen actually at some at an event sometime.
Just an announcer. The following contest is not scheduled for one fall.
Not one fall.
there has to be someone on the indies who's done that joke already.
Probably.
But
Hey,
regardless,
Ed, want to introduce the match?
yeah, this is still when the Money in the Bank ladder match was not its own pay-per-view. This is WrestleMania 25. The participants in this match are Kofi Kingston, Christian, Finley Sr., Kane, CM Punk, Mark Henry, MVP, pre-2020 when he was still good, and Shelton Benjamin, also pre-2020 when he was still pushed well.
Yeah. Hey, give MVP some credit. He's pretty old now.
Yeah, but that match against Ray was a bit of a dud. Anyway, though, we're on the WWE Network if you want to follow along. We're starting at 6 minutes, 58 seconds into the show. Do you gentlemen have anything to add?
I mean, I know who wins the match, but I'm very hyped for it. I mean, it's got some interesting talents in there. Notably, I mean, Kane and Mark Henry, and then I mean, Kofi Kingston and Shelton Benjamin are always surefire hands, so should be a good match.
This is a very stacked roster between all of these competitors.
Yep.
And it's a Money in the Bank ladder match.
All right, looks good.
Okay, starting on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Money in the Bank ladder match. No.
Money in the Bank ladder match.
Figured that was the closest thing to one fall in that sentence.
Yeah. Here is CM Punk with This Fire Burns Still.
I was gonna say his fire burns. So is this pre or post Straight Edge Society?
Pre, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because
Yeah, it looks pre.
In 2010, he does his Sermon on the Mount at the Rumble. So I love when they do this. Kevin Owens. I remember the Money in the Bank ladder match in 2017. Kevin Owens made a point of walking under the ladder, and that was cool.
Does it? Jeff always does it too.
I wonder who's the most popular wrestler in this match.
I stand by one of the best.
Somebody's gonna get our kicked ass kicked.
Oh fuck! Buffering.
Okay, stop you at 8:28.
Oh, 8:28.
Yeah, I'm stopped at 8:28.
That work for you, James?
Yeah, I'm getting back.
You'll let us know when you're there. WWE Network fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Right, I think we reached our quota on that for this week.
Damn.
You gotta pace yourself, man.
Nah, you gotta go fast and hard.
What were you guys at?
828.
828, you said?
Yes.
Yes. Last week we had none of this because we were on
Okay, I'm here.
YouTube. Thanks, YouTube.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go.
So Tony Atlas, I don't know who that is.
He's a legend. He's used to be a major wrestler, big dude. I don't know much about him, but I didn't remember him managing Mark Henry. That's a thing I forgot about.
Did I see the image of Steve Corino imitating CM Punk? That was pretty funny.
I have not seen that, but I'm kind of curious now.
Very.
I see a Billy and Chuck shirt in the background.
1, 2, 1, 2, clicking.
You're about to stop.
I'm coming.
Oh, he doesn't have the big inflatable entrance thing.
No.
The one thing I really know about MVP is him being like pro sports and having a weird feud with I forget who that was. Oh hey, it's Finley.
And Hornswoggle.
Hey, Hornswoggle.
Yeah, one thing they didn't need to change was Finley's theme song.
Finley with that is a weird jacket. Holy cow.
Yeah, why is he wearing it? Why are they wearing that?
His name is
What in the Irish Mad Max am I looking at right now?
his name is
Rock with me, no
Finley, and he
stop.
likes to
You
fight.
can't rock with me, no stop.
Yeah, I agree. They should not have changed that. Speaking of theme songs, they shouldn't have changed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Was this always Shelton's gimmick?
Yes. Well,
Gold standard?
No, it wasn't. He debuted that at some point. I don't remember when, but it wasn't.
Holy shit! We went this far back in time.
I don't know why you were surprised, man.
I forgot how far back we were going.
Yeah, it's Jamaican Kofi.
Yeah.
This is 10 or 11 years ago.
Jesus.
It's a shame. What's a shame? Lose life.
I will say this song is actually pretty good.
Holy shit, it is. Just a thought. I thought the blue spotlight thing was something they invented in the games. That's actually there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, Christian got a pop. What's that?
Because Christian's great.
Yeah, very.
I'm not disagreeing with that. It's just nice to hear him get a pop.
Yeah.
But there is a really, really good video going around back during Kofi Mania. Someone made a video package of Kofi with not demons, monster, like in the style of the Daniel Bryan package, and it was really good. It worked really well.
Nice. Christian also had a really good theme.
So, yeah. And that's a hell of a ring jacket, I must say.
Very,
very nice. Oh no, it's Bald Kane.
I love this version of Kane.
Yeah, it's a scary looking dude.
Unfortunately, I don't think he has his greatest theme, Slow Chemical.
Yeah, agreed.
He still has the video package for Slow Chemical, though.
I haven't watched all the Kane matches. I don't have a lot of appreciation for Kane, but I mean, I respect him as like a legend and stuff. I just haven't seen.
I think you can still go at this point. So this is actually a good. This might be a good example of Kane. I don't really remember what he does in this match.
He could still go, and he is incredible as far as I remember at this current time in his career. I don't remember the match, but this should be good.
See No Evil
from New Japan.
No, I was saying like See No Evil, like that.
Oh, the March 19th bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was That was dumb. Wasn't the result of that a second Kane that he like got rid
think
of
so.
immediately?
This is a bit of an odd collection of guys. But it works. Soda!
Uh-oh. Let's fight.
Tony Atlas looking real jacked.
It's because he is real jacked.
Yeah, I think that's the implication.
Yeah. Also, talk about a pot for Christian. There was literally a "Let's go Christian" chant.
Hey,
Ooh.
Christian and CM Punk are the favorites here among the.
Holy hell, Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi. I'm just not even surprised with him anymore.
Boom.
Boom.
That
drop.
made no fucking sense.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
To be fair, it probably did hurt those two guys. It just probably hurt Kofi a fuck ton more.
Yeah.
Go Finlay.
Now imagine not remembering who actually won this match, but imagine if Finley pulled down the briefcase.
Get
Oh, that'd
revenge.
be amazing.
Get revenge for being furloughed, Finley.
Too soon.
Oh boy. He's coming. Also, MVP's thing, like ring gear thing. I remember seeing a picture of Mark Henry with the WSM printed on his singlet like that, and I don't know. I've always
Yeah.
kind of
No, I
connected
think
those two. I don't know.
that might have been a thing at some point. I don't know.
This can't end well.
I can't remember any time they teamed, but it wouldn't shock me at the same time.
He just had like WSM in the same circles that MVP has printed on the back of his
Yeah.
singlet one time. Kane only needs one wig.
The one thing you do need to know about Kane is he's basically, I think, the safest worker ever recorded in wrestling. Like, I don't think he's hurt anyone.
Ring on it.
No idea.
Lots of Kane and Mark Henry so far.
Does not shock me. There's a lot of them to go around. Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Jesus. That's his second ladder thrown in this match. Both did not look good.
No, that was scary as hell. Holy shit.
Finley dive.
Yeah.
Yay, Finley.
Hey, Captain Charisma.
Christian. Where are his peeps?
That was nice.
For a split second, I thought he was going to do the Mike Bailey thing.
I don't, as much as I have faith in Christian.
MVP kind of shrugged. That's funny. He's balling.
Ow.
Cannon balling.
Now, at one point, these two gentlemen in the ring were tag team partners and tag team champs.
From that one photo that everyone knows.
Is Kingston Christian's bleeding?
Oh, that was fast. What the fuck?
Shelton, buddy, what are you doing?
It's nonsense, but it's amazing.
Holy crap.
Shelton's whole thing this entire match has just been climbing ladders.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
He's the ladder man. Ladder man. I mean, at this point, Sheldon's been on
Oh,
No,
the
no,
shit.
no, 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 no,
boy.
no, 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 no.
Hell yes. You do it, Mark. You do it, and you do it. Hey, it's Tony Atlas. Bye, Tony Atlas. I haven't seen that since the WLC match.
Remind me to put the WLC match on my list.
I already had it on my list.
Fair enough. I'll let you have it then.
Who says we can't both have it?
It's fair.
What the hell is about to happen?
Yes. Tadpole splash. Tadpole splash.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hit him with the tiny ladder. You get him, Finley. You love to fight. What's the point of the cane?
The shillelagh, it's some
Oh, it's
sort
a
of
shillelagh.
yeah, it's some sort of Irish relic or something like that.
I thought it was just like a cane. I'm like, why has he got a cane? What is he even going to use it for?
Well, he's used it numerous times to bash people's skulls in.
Yeah, it's the signature weapon of Finley, the shillelagh.
Yeah,
Did he use it in the Belfast Brawl with JBL for his
I would
Probably.
assume so.
of his son?
Jesus, Kofi, you flexible bastard.
But I did just look up to get a definition. Definition of shillelagh: a thick stick of blackthorn or oak used in Ireland, typically as a weapon.
I see.
Okay, so it's literally just something to smash people in the face with. Cool.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ooh. Get a lot of mileage out of that little ladder.
It's called a step ladder. Come on, it's 2020.
God damn
Death Valley Driver onto a ladder during a replay.
I will say, Finley was still great at this point, but Hornswoggle era Finley was not best Finley.
Well, again, that's you're kind of getting pigeonholed into something when you got a small human with you.
Don't get me wrong, he's still great.
Oh yeah. Ooh, Trouble in Paradise.
Fuck.
That was cool. As per usual for Kofi. It's Tony Atlas. I don't know why I find that so funny. I just keep saying it's Tony Atlas.
He is a big, big man.
Mark Henry or Tony Atlas?
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Oh God, yes.
Go Kofi. How did it take 10 more years for this man to be a world champion?
Yeah. Also,
No
fucking
idea.
hell, that was a
Yeah.
spot.
That hurt like hell. That was beautiful. Hurt like hell.
The replay?
Imagine if that spot ever resulted in a W for somebody.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
No, my favorite Money in the Bank spot is AJ when AJ was hanging from the Money in the Bank briefcase, and I think it would have been it would be such a good finish to a match that if he grabbed it and came down with it.
It would definitely be a big change of
I did-
pace, as that usually
Yeah.
never ends it.
I saw a news article or something saying that if you can where that Vince said to him, if you can get down with it, you win it. We'll work with it. So that's cool. I don't know. Get the A out? What does that mean?
What?
There's a sign that said get the A out. Whatever.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh man.
Ooh, that was a cool
Wow.
spot.
Nice.
I always loved these WrestleMania shots of the Money in the Bank of a ladder match. They're just so good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Some but pointing the camera up to the people with the massive crowd of people in the background.
Yeah.
So what was the first match?
This is the first match of Mania.
No, first Money in the Bank match at Mania.
23?
Yeah, it was a Hollywood one because it was originally going to be the Hollywood Dream match. But yeah, so then he won the second. CM Punk won the second one.
No, he won the third one.
Oh,
he won the third and fourth. First was Edge, then RVD. Next was Punk, and then Punk. Maybe.
So I think it was 22 then. 22 is when. Because that would make this one the. Oh no, wait.
Wait, when did you say Edge?
Edge was the first winner, which might have been 21. I don't remember.
22.
Was he the first winner, or did he somehow get the briefcase off somebody else later?
He won the first Money in the Bank, and then he got it off of Kennedy.
Oh,
Edge did win it off of Kennedy at some point.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a match happening.
Oh yeah, a great one at that.
Oh God!
What the fuck?
Thank you, Shelton.
Ooh.
Oh.
At least that looked bad in a way that it didn't look like it hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Nobody got dropped on their head.
At least MVP had that little bit of tape on his nose.
Yeah.
Helped him stick.
Holy hell.
Tony Atlas. Hey, it's Tony Atlas. Man, I can't believe that they just wasted Shelton Benjamin's second run on the main roster.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is.
They could have at least made his tag team like more important.
Holy hell. Ow.
Ow.
You think they added the third letter to that setup just to make it more stable?
Probably.
I think they added it because it looks cool.
No. The one that was across makes sense. It was the one on the outside.
Yeah, the one it made it look cool though.
Yeah, I guess.
Even if it added support, obviously, but it also made it look cool. I don't know. That does not look like a stable.
Oh fuck! Here they go.
Oh, that's a good spot. I like
good.
that.
Holy hell!
That is a hell of a spot. I like
Crowd
that.
favorite.
He's climbing it like a cat. Oh my gosh, that is a good looking spot with Punk getting his foot stuck in the ladder.
Yes,
that has to be scary as hell for Punk. Ow.
Oh, that was a weird looking choke slam. He hung in there. Literally.
Oh, Kane's getting kicked in the balls, isn't he?
Nope. Head.
Kick head. Team kick.
Wow.
Punk. Good job.
I love how this was the time when like the default CM Punk logo was just the Pepsi symbol.
Yeah.
His fire burns.
Yeah.
So did both his cash-ins succeed then?
Yes.
Who did he
It
cash
was a
in
long
against?
time before any of them failed.
Who
It
did he
was
cash in against first?
the first one he cashed in on. He cashed in on Edge and Jeff Hardy. I think it was Edge first, then Hardy.
What about the second time then?
The first time was Edge, and the second time was Hardy.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really had any good Money in the Bank winners in my time watching wrestling.
Fire burns always.
Good match, good choice, Ed.
That's a great match.
Yep.
It's a fun one to watch.
I think before this, like the one Money in the Bank match I remember is 2017's because that was good. But yeah, that one was good too.
It was a great match. Money in the Bank's almost always fun to watch, even if you don't agree with who wins. So, I was surprised the Spanish announce table stayed intact.
Crowd was surprisingly quiet for Punk's win though. For how much Pepsi fans there were, I think part of it was everyone wanted Christian to win, maybe, but
There was a lot of support for Christian in that crowd, I could tell.
And I mean, Punk won it. Punk had won it the last year, so
Yeah.
This
was also well before Punk was the biggest deal. Oh, were you muted?
No, because I had Push to Talk on.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but the first Money in the Bank was WrestleMania 21.
Makes sense.
And Kennedy won it the third year in a row, but he lost the contract to Edge. So it's technically Edge, RVD, Edge, CM Punk, the first 5.
Makes sense.
So the next match after this on WrestleMania 25 was the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royale.
Oh, yes. And your winner in Miss WrestleMania, Santina Marella.
Yeah.
Jericho versus Steamboat, Snuka, and Piper, I believe.
Fun.
Yeah, that was a good match, Ed. Good pick.
Thank you. It was a very fun Money in the Bank. Hopefully we can watch a couple of more of those also another time here.
Very likely.
Don't expect too much from me again. Like I just have 2017, but we'll see.
Yeah, you have the short end of the stick when it comes to Money in the Banks. These last few years have kind of taken the wind out of the sail.
I mean, like the matches themselves haven't been too bad, and I mean, Beast in the Bank was interesting and kind of fun.
Interesting is a word.
Yeah,
certainly it was certainly one of the times I was most angry at WWE. But hey, he made it work. I'll say that.
The thing about Money in the Bank is it lets you win a match without being in the match. You don't win the Money in the Bank match without being in the match.
Yeah, from 2017, there has been one really good Money in the Bank holder, and I think that's Carmella, as she held it for 287 days.
Good, but
both Bliss and Bailey cashed in the same night. Braun fucked up. Brock was not supposed to be there, and no one wanted him.
Got screwed over.
Corbin got screwed over.
It's such a weird saga. He cashed it in on Roman for the Hell in a Cell match, and then it ended in a no contest after Lesnar broke in.
Oh yeah, Braun did get screwed over. Yeah, I thought you said Brock.
And
While you have this conversation, I'm gonna go to the washroom.
Alrighty.
But anyway, so yeah, Braun Strowman. This was when things really started to go off the rails for Braun. He turned heel suddenly, joined up with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, cashed in his thing before Hell in a Cell, or no, he teased it at SummerSlam, and then
he defended it at SummerSlam against KO.
Oh yeah. But then that night in the main event where it was Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, he came out, teased it. Brock beat him up with the briefcase, threw it to the ramp, and then Roman ended up beating Brock. So then Braun turns heel, joins up with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, and then
McIntyre.
McIntyre, and then fights Roman at Hell in a Cell 2018 or whatever year it was. That's the match that ended in a no contest after Brock busted into the cell,
which is bullshit.
Then Roman Reigns leukemia happened, so at Crown Jewel it was him versus Brock with Baron Corbin as special guest ref. Baron Corbin cost Brock the match, or cost Braun the match, and then nothing happened, and then Braun lost his shot.
Yeah,
it's just a stupid turn of events.
Yeah,
I mean,
stupid.
That's why I said you've literally had one good Money in the Bank holder, maybe two if you count Brock, but that still should not have happened. I mean, Bliss and Bayley are not horrible, but they did both cash in on the same night. So were they really miss Money in the Bank?
And Baron was set up to be a good heel Money in the Bank holder, even though people didn't like him. And then they just had John Cena cost him his.
Which is funny because it keeps tradition up. Which he apparently had backstage heat, which is the reason he lost his cash-in match.
You could say it was his end of days.
Boo.
But yeah, every year, either someone hit with all of the Money in the Bank matches, either something fucked happened or they cashed in on the same night. So I don't have any good ones. I mean, Carmella did good, but also that match was fucked because James Ellsworth grabbed it and then handed it down to her. Anyway,
yeah, she had to win it twice.
Yeah, that was a very big Money in the Bank tangent. But
hopefully you have hopefully have a good one this year, even though it's inside the Titan Towers. So
I think I have high hopes for this match.
I don't.
High hopes for the living. Anyway.
Wrong style podcast. The same pop podcast.
Yeah. I don't even like the song. Just.
Well, it's apparently got the disco pick. That disco's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of their newer stuff, but anyway.
Same. Anyways, enough dilly-dallying. It is time for the main event. The following match is set for one fall.
One fall.
It is for the World Heavyweight Championship, I think.
Yes.
Anyways, this is Edge versus The Undertaker. So when I was getting into wrestling in 2017, I was super interested in Undertaker and his thing. So I watched like a pirated version of Triple H versus him, and I became a fan ever since. But so this is like the first Undertaker match I watched legally, I guess, because I got the WWE Network, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this match because it showed up on my recommended or whatever.
This is a very good match. I've watched it multiple times.
It's also, I think, maybe it's a good match. I believe Taker won the Royal Rumble to get here. Or no?
Yes.
Wait, is that right? This is no. Taker did not win the Rumble here. This was the year that John Cena came back and won the Rumble.
Oh yeah, this is 28. 2008.
2008. So yeah, this is the year John Cena came back and won the Rumble. Nevertheless, but I think the biggest thing about this match is it's the first time the streak was referenced in a WrestleMania build.
I think it was referenced a little bit before this. I think Orton might have been one of the first ones.
Oh yeah, Orton. Yeah, but I think they make a big deal of it in the hype package for it. So.
Oh wait, it wasn't the year following this one. It was the year before this that Taker won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
23.
Anyways, this should be. I remember it being a very good match, good storytelling, and we are starting at 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Well, 3 hours in, 5 minutes in, 59 seconds in. I don't know how to say that properly. I don't know why.
All right. James, any thoughts? Because you've just been a bit silent.
You kind of said it all. It's
okay.
A WrestleMania main event between Edge and The Undertaker in their prime still.
I will say,
arguably there were bigger things on the show, but
yes, but still.
Yeah.
But I think this was literally the main event.
Yes,
yeah.
This was the actual main event.
Edge was really greedy. Most people would want to main event WrestleMania or fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Edge took both. That greedy snake. Nope.
Him and Roman both.
Oh, yeah, Roman too. Oh, probably, I think Sid Vicious also got Taker too in the main event. Probably a few people, but Edge too.
Yeah, strangely, I'm pretty sure The Undertaker's main evented WrestleMania a few times.
I wonder why.
He's very good.
WrestleMania 13. What are you like? Anyways, here we go. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Did they have to show WrestleMania 9?
Only for his entrance. I've watched a lot of Taker video packages. It's always just the entrance.
The entrance is cool.
Oh,
that's the entrance. They're sitting up.
Chokeslam.
Tombstone.
A dive.
That was a cool side. Someone
did
their arts and crafts. And this is a good
I love how they're doing this. Speaking of really good theme songs, hello, Metalingus. This is Edge's second cash-in.
Yeah.
But that 12 years from now, both of these men would be in WrestleMania. Especially after all that has happened with these two.
Yeah.
There's a bit of irony watching this at knowing the result of the match.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But hindsight is 2020.
Also, wasn't that the debut of Hawkins and Ryder?
Maybe?
I don't know. They didn't look like they were the Edgeheads yet.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was them. I just don't remember if it was their debut or not. That was like the three Edges.
Right, Edge was undefeated up until this point too.
Yeah. Minus the year before, I think.
No, I think he was.
No, he lost the Money in the Bank ladder match to Mr. Kennedy, remember?
Was he in the match?
Yes, he was.
Doesn't count.
So whatever he was something and one.
Well, according to this video package, he was undefeated.
Okay, but that's WWE. They always do that.
Well, undefeated in singles matches is still something people acknowledge to this day. So
Okay, yeah.
I'll take it.
If they said singles matches, then yes, that's correct. Concerto.
Oh yeah, they are the Edgeheads now. Okay.
One fall.
Man, we still haven't gotten Finkel in any of it.
Rest in peace, Harold Finkel.
I think you mean rest in peace.
Not when it's an actual death that just happened, man. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You meant well, but yeah, no worries.
That's a cool stage, besides the fact that it just looks like a hotel.
Fair.
I mean, yeah, I like it.
Always the Florida stages, man.
Oh.
Is there a more classic Tron than Taker's?
No. Maybe The Rock. His entrance is just so entrancing.
The best Taker get up, let's be honest. He set that hotel on fire.
That's pretty great.
He looks very metal.
He looks very what?
Metal.
Well, yeah, he is the undead lord, really.
Yeah, but I mean, like
Like,
we've
it
had
is. It is.
Deadman and stuff before. Like this is almost as metal as that time when he had a mohawk. Man, that is cool. Like all the windows have those like screens on them. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very well done.
I could be wrong. I think for Kane's entrance, they literally just made it look like the building was on fire.
Wasn't that 20?
Yeah, my memory's likely wrong, and it might be a different WrestleMania. But
yeah, there was the one where they had like the city, the silhouette of a city in the background.
yeah, I think you're right.
Somebody with a sign in the background said "We want Hogan." Hey, wait, we saw that sign before. There was a sign that said "Ruby for life." It was in the last match.
Yeah. Maybe there's someone that goes to all the WrestleManias. What I will say is there's something hilarious about a neon green sign that says "Ruby for life" just in the middle of this super dark, serious entrance.
Yeah.
It kind of sticks out.
Very much so.
And then there is a huge contrast between Taker's entrance right now and Edge's entrance that is about to happen.
I'm sure. For one thing, I imagine Edges will be a lot faster.
Very much so.
Yeah. But it is special in a different way.
It is Edge's one and only main event WrestleMania entrance.
Well, it doesn't live up to that. I'll say that much. A streak ends tonight. A streak ends tonight sign? Really? That is a rare sight. A sign that said like 15-1. That's what it said.
There's always a few.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was impossible at this
Well,
point. Like, it was believable.
I wouldn't know these things.
What?
Fair enough.
Banana.
On this day.
I see clearly.
Man, Edge's expressions are right up there with Adam Cole.
Baby.
I was so confused when I first watched this.
Oh,
Yeah.
this was during this storyline.
Yep.
Which actually, I think was actually a pretty good storyline, as weird as it was.
Yes, it was.
I'm just confused why Teddy Long is there, though.
You can see he's not happy about it, so that tells you basically all you need to know. He's kind of forced into doing that.
I guess he didn't put him in a one-on-one match with the Undertaker, player.
Player.
Yeah, Vicky was GM, and Edge was pretty much sleeping his way to the top.
Because why wouldn't sleazeball Edge do it?
Exactly, it's perfect.
Was Teddy like her assistant or something?
Yeah, basically.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, hey, there's Mr. Kennedy. Pretty good entrance.
Clearly. It's good.
Just the one thing I remember from this match is that, like, Vicky Guerrero coming out in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And I had no context for it whatsoever. I'm like, what?
That is an important statistic, though, that Edge had not lost to The Undertaker yet.
I think this feud would continue, I want to say, but...
I think for at least another month or two.
Wow. So who'd want to stay at that hotel?
Not me, because it's set on fire.
Oh, I know what the name of the hotel is. It's the SmackDown Hotel.
Nice. I was going to call it Seizure's Palace. The light's currently going on.
Oh, that's a good name, too.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself on that one.
Actually, it looks more like a condo, to be honest.
Hey, Jimmy Corderas.
Hi, Corderas.
I don't get it.
I think it was last week during the Smash Wrestling match, so the referee looks familiar. There he is!
Yep. I missed the big gold belt.
It's either the Smash Wrest or the Smash Wrestling World Cup one. Either way, that's him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, those eyes. I just remember this match, like, they're really intense with each other. I think that's a cool thing, especially.
Yeah.
I always like to think what like internet conversations and like just general talkings people were having at this time.
Yeah.
Like in the
Probably.
live reactions, people were like, Edge Undertaker is gonna main event. Maybe Edge will break the streak. That'll be cool.
I mean, I think most people expected Taker to win, but there was a feeling of there's a chance.
Yeah, that's usually what it was.
Well, as it went on, that feeling of there's a chance got smaller and smaller.
Yeah, very much so.
And then the rare situation was like, oh, this could be a thing. But so I'm not sure how I feel about like black and gray camo trunks.
I just realized that is Coach on commentary here?
It might be. I think so.
Oh no!
Might be, but
Well, he wasn't that bad in the past. It was his recent run that was crap.
I do like Edge's trunks, and yes, that is Coachman, along with Michael Cole. Is Edge wearing some sort of thong underneath?
I doubt it.
I mean, it kind of looked like it. Holy moly!
Fuck, that's a knee.
I think
Hitting someone so much that you throw a knee so hard you throw yourself out of the ring.
Edge technically deflected that and tossed the Undertaker out, but maybe.
Damn it!
Everything all right, Austin?
Austin? Did we lose Austin?
I heard damn it, and then he went quiet. Shall we pause? Guys? Ed?
Oh, I fucking keep forgetting I push to talk. I'm at 321.20.
Can you hear me now?
Now
Yeah,
we
we can hear you now.
All right.
I'm
Super
at,
quick mic check. I was at 321.15.
Yeah, that's cool.
let me get back to that.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
I'm at 321.15.
Now I am.
Apologies for the technical difficulties.
It
No
happens.
worries.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, nice spear.
Not really. It was a shoulder block.
Same thing.
I will say, as much as I love Edge, he never had the best spear. It's kind of the running hook.
Yeah, Edge is good, but his spear is not the best now. Everything else was great about him, just not his spear.
I don't think it's as awful as a lot of people say it was, but it's not that. It's not good.
No.
Oh, good drop kick.
Yeah.
So many people who use it. Now get back in this ring.
Ooh.
That did not look good.
Say yeah, there's Revival fans even back then. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
It's weird to me to see so many people walking around in the background during the WrestleMania main event. Also,
Yeah.
what's with that TV screen in the back?
Probably so the fans could watch on it if they need to.
Yeah, that can happen. Oh no, yeah, that's not an angle that the fans can watch at.
Yeah.
That's backwards.
Then I have no idea.
Oh my gosh,
That is odd. I'll give you that.
we got a replay. Like, I couldn't totally understand if it was on the outside, but that makes no sense.
I think they just thought it looked cool.
It looks confusing. That's what it looks.
And it's also up on the hotel or condominiums or whatever.
Well, that makes sense. There's usually some sort of big screen on the actual, the stage step.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with that. I just the one practical reason I could see for that is so the cameramen could see what the shot was.
Maybe.
That could possibly be it, but they also have people in their ears telling them how to move the camera. Ow.
Oh. Yeah. No, I honestly just think it's part of the set and they thought it looked cool.
Holy moly. You got a lot of height on that.
Yes, he did. Eight. Oh.
Ow. Why is there a pile of towels under the ring?
There's usually sorted stuff under the ring.
But why towels? Ow.
Probably so the crew can wipe shit up between matches.
That actually makes way too much sense. I don't trust it.
Come on, man. Ric Flair was on the show. You know there's going to be color.
Honestly, very true.
Dude. Hell, not just Ric Flair was on the show. Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels was on the show. Yes, that Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels.
Yes, that particular match. We won't talk about that because that may show up eventually.
Let's not forget JBL versus Finley in a Belfast Brawl match.
That could be fun.
Actually could be.
I don't know. I don't remember if it was, but it definitely be fun.
Yes, it could.
It was for custody of Hornswoggle.
Well,
that makes it a bit less fun, but it could still be fun.
Anyways, there's a match going.
Edge had a nice big boot.
Yes,
yeah, but I mean, why wouldn't you go for the spear there?
I don't know. I'm not Edge.
You aren't. You are correct in that. Ed,
because he was prepared for the spear, he put his head down, which meant he was low enough to hit the boot. I'm making this shit up.
Ow.
That handbag, though.
Can you imagine sitting that close and now all of a sudden you have this 7-foot monster in front of you?
Yeah. They're just trying to give him space.
What's that big red O?
I have no idea. Maybe a sign.
Probably.
Why is one guy holding a dunce cap? I don't know.
Might have lost a bet.
But he wasn't wearing it, he was just holding it.
Does he mean educated?
He does have. He has those educated feet. As he puts in a half Boston crab.
That's it, he's gonna tap.
This is the end of the streak. Streak over. Streak over.
Well, despite my jokes, this is an excellent wrestling match.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable.
Why did that guy just do a Randy Orton pose?
I appreciate the guy with the camera and the fedora in the front row.
That was a hell of a counter for a Boston Crab.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, Taker should be able to reach from here.
I thought he was going for the Hell's Gate, but
I don't know if that was the thing he did at this point in time.
oh no, wait, no, I remember now. Wait.
Shh. James might be onto something. Or is he?
I remember this match, so he might be onto something.
Or is
he? Might
he?
not. Or he might not.
Yay! Boo!
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 Yay!
Yay!
Boo!
Boo!
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah!
Boo! 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 Yeah!
Oh no!
Yeah, I think they fucked up their sign. They fucked up. They fucked up.
Yay! Boo! Yay! Boo!
Yay! Boo! Yay! Boo! Yay! Boo! Yay! Boo! Yay! Yay!
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Now you can tell who's behind.
No, we're just slow. Also, yeah, never get into a striking contest with the Undertaker. It's not going to end well for you.
Yeah, don't get in a striking contest with the Undertaker, and don't get in a chop contest with Suzuki.
Or Beefcake, and don't get in a protein powder fight with Halal Beefcake. Unless your name is Psycho Mike.
Yeah, I think Mike got the better of them, actually.
Oh no. That was a weird counter.
Holy hell.
Dang.
Ooh.
Oh. Chokeslam.
Chokeslam.
What? No.
Holy moly.
A good ass match. He's looking for.
Holy bowl. That looked like it hurt.
You know, I always wondered, what did they call old school back when he first did it?
Probably old school still.
Also, what's so old school about it?
Honestly, you have me kind of stumped there.
Oh yeah, I've never known why it was called old school.
Nope.
Well, that one was a page from the new school. Happy 40th, Colleen.
1, 2. It made sense at the time, but there's something funny about every time the commentary says the streak is over.
Give it a couple more manias. Also, I think one or two of the announce tables are broken.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
Was this Edge's like third world title or something?
Fourth.
Fourth? Damn.
I think so.
Oh, that one. That was not the last ride.
Yeah, it was almost.
Yeah. I guess he just, yeah, he didn't get him up, yeah. But
He was going for
it was a counter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was it, yeah. Yeah. Don't know what I was talking about.
No worries.
I really like the last ride as a move. Probably scary as
Yeah,
hell to take.
it's a good variation. And it's pretty hype.
That was not a good last ride.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
That was just a power bomb.
Oh.
But I think it works because I mean Undertaker had a lot taken out of him.
Yeah, and that's why Edge kicked out.
Feed the yak. I wonder, does he shave his beard just so that he can? It looked like it was perfectly shaved for the.
I'd believe it.
Counter after counter. Why does it look like the Spirit Squad's in the crowd?
Because they are.
Ooh. Okay, Cole.
Thanks,
He's,
Cole.
he's not Striker. Uh-oh.
No, down goes Jimmy.
Chair. Man, Edge has nice hair.
Oh, it did.
Oh,
Right in the
in
dick.
eye. Right in the dead man's dong.
Gong.
All right, because he had the
Okay, so
hammer
just
man.
one of the 3 tables is broken.
Oh, okay. The Raw table is broken.
I think that's the Spanish announce table, right? Is it?
It said Raw. It had Raw on it.
Oh, okay.
I think this was at the time where they had the 3 brands, so one of them's Raw, one of them's SmackDown, one of them's ECW.
Well, yeah, World Heavyweight Title it's a separate thing right now. So yeah.
Oh boy.
Not like that. Oh, come on, Kevin Dunn. You just cut off. You cut off of Undertaker's sit up. Oh, not smart. Come on, Edge. How are you that stupid?
He's
That
not.
must
He's
be-
just overconfident.
Yeah, that has to be the worst attempt at a tombstone I've ever seen. I know it wasn't supposed to be a serious attempt, but
Okay, but you imagine picking up 7-foot, 350-pound Undertaker.
Run like your life depends on it.
Oh,
I forgot that was in this match.
I give
So
him credit.
close.
That's a hell of a sprint.
Never
Yeah,
has Undertaker relied solely on Earl Hebner's athleticism. Hey, it's
that was not Earl Hebner. That's still an H.
oh man,
Charles Robinson.
Charles. That's what I meant. Oh, too soon, man.
Woo, woo, woo.
Too soon, man. That was a hell of a sell for that spear.
So I
Holy
enjoyed
shit.
Jimmy being helped in the background.
Yeah.
And as the edge heads were running in, you could see the EMTs coming out.
Running hug. Running hug.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had a feeling the way you guys were talking.
Yeah.
There it is.
This is the debut of
Okay, taking out some minutes. Okay, so he had been doing it at this point.
Yes, he had.
this is the first big match where you got it. Yep.
And your winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker.
He went over the edge.
Sorry, rated R crossed out, rated G. Such a dumb sign.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Taz. I saw Taz in the background. Yay.
Nice.
Why is
Yeah.
Taz the only one applauding?
No idea.
Well, because the people that are actually talking on commentary right now
Yeah.
would pick it up on their mics.
Probably.
Well, yeah, it is Raw, SmackDown, and ECW tables. You can see the ECW logo.
Yep. Joey Styles is there with Taz.
Oh my god. as you so elegantly put it, countered into the tombstone. What's so elegant about that? I'm sorry.
No idea.
Thanks, Coach. I mean, seriously, look at the sell of the. That is a good sell of the spear from Edge.
Yeah, was.
Not that one though. That one didn't work. I just realized that the Hell's Gate isn't really a triangle. It's more like it's a weird hold.
I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looks effective.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it does.
Okay, for a split second, I thought it was just purple fireworks.
No, that's
I
just
think it's purple
Taker's.
lights, and it's getting the
Yeah.
smell.
Yeah, it's just Taker's normal lighting for a match.
So I was gonna say, if they're all purple fireworks, that's a little bit too
Oh,
predetermined looking.
that's cool. I like the fireworks shooting at the hotel. That was cool.
Yes, it was.
And you question why we wouldn't want to stay there.
We get a fireworks show.
Pointed at you.
Plus, who doesn't
It's only gonna hit one room.
who doesn't want to live in the SmackDown hotel?
Does Rock is Rock the concierge?
Good match.
And it was an excellent wrestling match.
I forgot just how many counters there were. Edge gets. I mean, there's no like super memorable like near fall, but like Edge gets a lot in, and
Well, that was the story of the match, is that Edge knew Taker way too freaking well. And Taker really had to just scratch and claw. And since Edge was too cocky and got himself trapped in the Hell's Gate, that's what ultimately cost him the match.
yeah, I mean that's an interesting. I think maybe the most interesting thing about this match as a Taker match is that Taker is kind of the underdog throughout it.
Yeah, that you don't see that very often.
This was at the time when they could still do that, somewhat.
You know, and it worked well for the story that they had built up between the two of them. That was a great match for WrestleMania 24's main event.
And it certainly felt like it felt main event caliber. It felt like a main event.
Absolutely.
It's among the legendary streak of Undertaker streak matches that are really good, starting with Batista the year before.
Yep, Batista, Edge, the two Shawn Michaels matches, two Triple H matches, and then CM Punk.
Yep.
Indeed.
All excellent matches, all worthy of being rewatched. Not really much more to say about that match. Just amazing between the two of them.
It was a very good result. Sorry, it was a very good match. Had the expected result, but obviously they did some great things with that.
Did have you convinced that Edge could possibly actually end the streak, though? Possibly.
At the time, it was a believable chance. Didn't seem likely, but it seemed possible.
Yeah, hell of a match. I think it was a good match to be one of my first few Undertaker matches I watched, and
absolutely not a bad selection. Not a bad selection at all.
Indeed.
And hey, it had Vicky Guerrero in a wheelchair in it.
Yes, it did.
Indeed, that it did. Excuse me. Anyway,
I refuse to excuse you. You already went to the back room. You already went to the bathroom, man.
Well, it
Yeah,
seemed like you guys were going to have a discussion that was going to go on long enough that I could get away with it.
It did.
fair enough.
But anyways, we're on to the dark match.
Dark match.
Very fitting since it follows an Undertaker match.
Yes. So this week's dark match was picked by me, and this week, bit of a disclaimer. As we were organizing this podcast, when we scheduled this particular show, there, we put in, and I put in mine. We all filled in our picks for this one, but the last two we hadn't filled in our picks. But this one, we all know each other's picks going into it. Anyway, this week's topic is our favorite monster. So our favorite monstrous character in wrestling. I'd say like there's plenty of good ones out there, and it's certainly like it's a big character archetype that I think every promotion can do with. Like a good monster heel is something that really works in wrestling. So yeah, any of your thoughts on monsters in wrestling in general?
Is a very important pillar of any wrestling promotion, to be honest. It's a very big
I'd say
pillar to
they're
have.
very useful and good to have. You don't necessarily need one to put on a great show, but they can absolutely be an asset to a show. Having the big scary motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, so I had first pick this time around, and I guess I kind of handicapped myself here, but I picked PCO. So there's a certain obvious answer to favorite monster that a lot of people would say, um, which I mean I'm not gonna get to it because that might be a pick later on, but
Subtle.
yeah. Anyways, I really like PCO. I mentioned this last week with his match. It's I think it's really I like his aesthetic mainly. Like I think it's a cool it's a cool aesthetic that kind of harkens back to like old monster movies, and I
He's
really
literally
like
Frankenstein.
he's
Well,
literally
Frankenstein's
Frankenstein.
monster. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's Frankenstein with a car battery instead, uh but yeah, I like it. I like how he incorporates that monster character into his spots. It's really over. It's interesting and cool. Um, and he does some crazy shit that I don't see a lot that you don't see a lot of other monsters do. Stuff which kind of makes him he's kind of not a heel. Like he's pretty over, but like Kane and other people. Oh dang, I said it. Lots of other monsters were over. Anyway, yeah. So I like PCO. He's not human. That's my main argument for him being my favorite monster.
From what I
That's
saw
fair.
last week, probably have the least experience with PCO. I was very entertained by him, and I enjoyed the character and the gimmick. I like the weird card battery with his manager, whose name escapes me, but yeah,
That's
Yeah,
true.
Destro.
Destro.
Yeah,
Destro.
he is the perfect combination of like more traditional like monster stuff and like some newer like stuff that you wouldn't see in a normal monster character, like that freaking moonsault that he did.
That was a thing of beauty.
Anyways, I'll hand it off to Ed because I feel like well he'll either need a lot of time or no time at all.
I mean, well, you said my pick. I'm not worried about that. But it is the big red machine. It's gotta be Kane. It's gotta be Kane. I mean, he has one of the best debuts in WWE ever. I mean, he was booked as an absolute monster when he first came out. He was still booked as a monster. Katie Vick and other kind of terrible gimmicks segments aside. I mean, one of the safest workers ever. Just he's Kane. How can you not like Kane? Even current corporate Kane kind of thing. It's still Kane.
Yeah. Our
How do
dad
you-
to that. It's Kane.
What about mayoral candidate Glenn Jacobs?
Also
I like
very
him
good.
far less.
I don't live in Tennessee, so I have very little political opinion on him.
I don't know. I just remember the one 24/7 segment where you won the 24/7 title.
I still got it.
I think you mean Kane still has it.
I was quoting him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I don't agree with his politics. I'll say that much.
I don't know anything about his politics.
I'm at Skull.
Well, he's a Republican. Anyway.
Okay,
I'll
well,
say that
whoops.
much. But regardless, he is a great professional wrestler. All reports say he's been a great guy backstage. Likable. He's a good monster.
And he's been through a lot. He's been through a
Can't
lot
say
of
a bad
shit.
thing about him. As a wrestler, anyway.
Yeah, and what little I know about him is that he's been through a lot of shitty storylines, like just some stuff with Kane, and obviously before he was Kane, he was Isaac Yankum DDS and fake Diesel. So,
But
come
imagine
on,
this:
guys.
despite all that, people still love him. So that says something.
Yeah, because he got this Kane gimmick over, and it was amazing. Still is. I have nothing more to say on Kane. I mean, there's not much more to say. It's Kane. He'll be in the Hall of Fame at some point.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah. Hard to argue with that.
Well then, maybe James will actually have something more to say because I feel like both our picks have been kind of abbreviated.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna have to explain quite a bit because, as far as I'm aware, neither of you two have seen any Lucha Underground. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So my pick is quite literally the monster Matanza Cueto, and to give the brief, I'll try and give you the fast version of how this character was set up. For the entire first season of Lucha Underground, he's not actually. You never see him, but there are moments where he's vaguely referenced. Dario Cueto, who runs the temple, runs Lucha Underground. It's his brother, and he has him kind of in a secret kind of attic area in a cage. And you see him occasionally. He'll talk to him, but not all that often. At one point, they literally, as a way to murder a guy, he effectively brings him to Matanz, and the guy gets murdered. Lucha Underground is kind of insane. Murder is a thing that happens.
I've heard of that, yes.
So there's this build-up and this mysterious character, and at the end of season 1, long story short, Dario and his allies, including Matanza, who we still haven't actually seen yet, all have to effectively leave and run, and season 2 starts out with a different group of people running it for a period of time. And then at Ultima Lucha, which is kind of their version of the Royal Rumble, except it's no DQ and it's pinfalls and submissions.
Okay.
They go through the whole thing. Everybody has entered. But then, strangely, a few minutes later, the timer starts going again.
Uh-oh. That's good.
It hits 0, and then out comes Dario Cueto. And people goes crazy. It's like, this is my temple. I make the rules. I am the boss. I am El Jefe. So there's going to be one more entrance tonight. My brother, Matanza Cueto. And then he came out and eliminated like 10 people left in the match alone.
Hot damn.
And this is also a character portrayed by Jeff Cobb, wearing a mask, so you know he can fucking wrestle.
Yeah. I'm looking at him now. I love his look. He looks like a classic slasher villain. He looks like
Oh yeah.
He looks like Jason.
Very much. That's pretty accurate.
And that's a pretty great debut. Like they could have done like a lights out thing, or they could have just had him come out. I could totally appreciate like there being a counter and Dario Cueto coming out and being like, "This is my house, my rules," or whatever. That's cool.
Like, this character was quietly built for an entire season. It's like whatever's going on with that, whenever that gets unleashed, and then it was unleashed. And also the Ultima Lucha is for the title, so he became champion from that and just held it for quite a long time afterwards. They booked him very strong, and he was just
Jesus
a beast.
Christ.
What is up with Lucha Underground anyway? Is there another season coming, or
I don't think so. I
That's
think it's not
sad.
officially canceled, but it's basically canceled at this point. Is how it seems to look.
I know that like that people weren't as interested in it. More were kind of like annoyed with it because of all the contract going ons and stuff. But it seems like it was a really good product. I heard some great things about some of the matches, like the what was it called? There was some like insane like death match sort of variant that they did that was really good.
They've done a few sort of things like that. Um, Occasionally they do a no moss match, which is like their I quit match. So they've done that. They've done some crazy stuff. This is the show that had Angelico jumping off a fucking office onto people. Crazy.
Oy, oy, oy.
And also just insane characters. Like, hey, what if we merged professional wrestling and a telenovela? And it's very strange.
That sounds very interesting.
So that's my pitch for Matanza.
I am very interested, actually.
Good pitch.
I've heard quite a lot of good things about Lucha Underground. That only makes me even more interested.
Yeah, actually, they built him up even more leading up to that during season 2 because they had a little scene where some people effectively looking for the temple, but they wound up tricking them and making them go to their spot where they were just making money while they were trying to planning their return. And when after they paid up, they asked, "So who's fighting tonight?" And said, "You," and threw him in there, and Matanza fucking murdered him. But so again, still hadn't even seen him at that point.
That is a oof. Sounds so good.
It was. So that's my favorite monster, was Matanza.
I think we have 3 very solid monsters this week.
Agreed.
Certainly.
I really don't have much more to add to that. They're just very good wrestlers at their job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Rest in peace, Lucha Underground.
Possibly.
Indeed. Most likely.
Yeah, I mean like half of their talent is gone.
Yeah.
I still need to watch seasons 3 and 4. I heard they're not as good, but the people they have, it still would have to be decent.
All right. Well, that's a good dark match. Again, this is PCO versus Kane versus Matanza. Still no comments on any videos. Still no winners on the dark match. But that's not really the point. It's for us to kind of talk and
Cool down.
start listening.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been episode 3 of the Card Subject Change podcast. A bit longer than our standard episode, weighing in at around 2 hours, 2 hours 25 minutes or so.
Well, I'm just gonna say we're on episode 3. Do we have a standard episode yet?
I'm
Nope.
just saying our last 2 episodes were 2 hours each.
Nice.
Beefcake-Mania XX100. Yeah, certainly a good show, and we will see you next week.
Have a good night.
It'll probably be it's probably the afternoon when this is being posted.
Have a good whenever you're watching this.
What he said.
Yeah. Bye now. Remember the card is always subject to change. Catchphrases.